Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. By the time this video goes up, I will probably already be in Europe. We are doing a Euro trip with a family because my sister is going to be studying in Rome. She's going to be taking her master's in Rome, so we're going there to drop her off. By the time I'm saying this, we will probably already be there, so I think I should be talking in the present tense. So yeah, along with dropping her here for school, we are going to be doing a Euro trip as well. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking about the things that I'm interested in buying while we're on our Euro trip. But before anything else, if you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm trying to reach 3,000 subscribers this year, so if these are the types of videos that you like watching, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button down below. And if you want to connect with me in my socials, it's at TrishDLF. So my wish list for this Euro trip is actually pretty long, and I'm pretty sure majority of the items on here I'm not gonna be able to get. I'd be lucky to bring home even just one bag, but a girl can dream, right? So I just want to talk about all the things that I'm going to be looking at, and I guess whichever has the best price, because we all know everything is cheaper in Europe. So whichever I feel like really resonates to the budget that I have, then I feel like that's the bag that I will get, because yeah, I have like a bunch of bags in this wish list, and the rest are like shoes and accessories and other things like that. So again, I'm not going to be buying everything in this list, maybe just 3 items at max, but a girl can dream. So starting off with the first item on this list, and it's the Golden Goose sneakers. Now, the Golden Goose sneakers are very popular right now. Actually, they've been popular for I think the past 3 to 5 years. However, here in the Philippines, they're very expensive, and I believe they're cheapest in Europe. So I'm going to check based on the prices there. Then if there's a pair that is affordable enough for me, then I might just buy a pair. Actually, the Golden Goose dirty looking type of sneakers, they're not really trendy anymore right now. They're kind of dying down, at least here in my country. But I heard that they're really comfortable, so I want to try that out for myself. And if I find a pair that's comfortable enough and also matches my budget, then maybe I just might buy into it. Next is a pair of sunglasses. Sunglasses in the stores here range from like 20 to 30,000, whether like CELINE, Prada, Louis Vuitton. However, in Europe, I know that there are a lot of outlets that actually mark down these sunglasses. So specifically, the sunglasses that I'm looking at are the Prada symbol sunglasses. Basically like the horizontal long ones, more of like rectangular. That's more of like a geometric shape. Either that or the CELINE cat eye sunglasses. I'm not sure of the exact name of it, but it's basically the new season sunglasses with like the CELINE Triumph logo on both sides in like gold, I think. I'm not sure if they have a silver version as well, but that one just looks so classic. It looks so streamlined and sleek. Like I feel like the silhouette of those CELINE sunglasses, they're very simple, they're very classic. However, I really like the CELINE logo just on the side. It is a logo, and you know, when things have logos on them, it kind of doesn't look too nice. However, on these sunglasses, it actually looks very classy, so I think that's something I would consider. So for these 2 pairs, the discount is definitely also going to be a factor, because I'm not paying the 20 to 30,000 peso price range for these 2 pairs. So we'll see if I'm able to find a deal. Next is a belt, and I have been wanting to invest in a belt because I already have so many bags, but with regard to accessories, I don't really have much of them. So I want to start like really upgrading my wardrobe and starting to invest in other accessories as well. So I don't really like loud belts, like the Hermes belt. It's too loud for me. And Chanel also released a new belt with the CC, but again, that's too much. So what I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at the Dior belt or the CELINE Triumph belt. Again, the CELINE Triumph belt, it's more of a logo belt. It's definitely their logo that's on there with a CELINE. It's like a Triumph. It's kind of like Chanel, but it's more understated because it's more of the logo rather than the name. Like it's more of like a shape. It's not like a GG like Gucci or Hermes, which is like H. This one, it's more of like an actual shape rather than in-your-face logo with the letter of the brand. That's why I feel like it's less out there, although it is still very recognizable. And I see this belt becoming a trend piece, maybe like the Gucci GG belts before, the ones that everyone had. So I see it going in that direction. I'm just not sure if it's going to die down like how the Gucci belt did, or if it's going to remain a classic. So we'll see. So that one looks kind of appealing to me. But if not that, the Dior CD belt with this one, I like how it's a logo, but it's not in your face logo because it's CD. And it's not the typical Dior logo. Actually, Dior has many logos, so at this point, like, you can't really keep up anymore. But I feel like the CD logo, I'll just put pictures over here, it's the most understated for me right now because I saw it on someone before, like a fashion girl on Instagram, and I saw that belt and it looked so nice, but I couldn't tell what it was until I realized it was actually Dior, and I liked that about it because it was so sleek that you wouldn't even recognize it. So that's what I would consider as well. Because yeah, I'm not really into the loud kind of belts. So for this one, I actually don't know the prices of the belts, so we'll have to see when we get there. Last for the accessories is the Chanel envelope or zip card holder. Now this one, I've had a long journey when it comes to the Chanel card holder. Initially, I wanted it in the color purple. I've been looking for it since I think 2019, 2020. Went to the States, wasn't able to find any, but I was really on a hunt for a card holder. And then I think I was in the States in 2021. And then after that, the price increased more. So back here in my country, the resellers are selling the card holders for much more expensive. So now I don't really think I have a chance of ever getting a card holder at a good price. So Europe is really my only chance right now because I'm not spending a lot of money in peso with reseller price just to get my hands on a nice card holder. So I am really on the lookout for a nice colored card holder in Europe. I know the colors are going to be hard to find. Right now, I'm sure, like this, the purple that I really wanted. This one's the mirror from their latest collection, the color code collection, I'm not sure. But I had my friend order this just because I was so obsessed with the color purple, and this is the only purples that I could get from Chanel because right now, for I think for the fall season, I don't think they released a purple color. So my chances with the purple is very low. I don't know what colors are going to be available with a card holder when I get there, but hopefully there are nice colors because I really want to, like, I feel like of all the items in this list that I have, the card holder, the Chanel card holder, in a nice color at least, is my number one priority. Like, I don't think I can go home, or like, I don't want to allow myself to go home without being able to get a Chanel card holder in the envelope or zip version. So yeah, I don't need like anything else in this list. As long as I'm able to come home with a card holder, I'm okay with that. So I don't need more than that. I mean, if I can get more than a card holder, then great. But the number one priority is really the card holder because I've been trying to get it for so long, at least in a nice color, okay? And nice color is very subjective, and my choices for nice colors are very limited. So we'll have to see. I'm praying that there are nice colors when we get to Europe. And yeah, I hope I have time to look at the stores. Now for the bags, I have like a bunch of bags in this wish list, but I'm only probably gonna get one. I'll probably be lucky to even get one because yeah, let's see if the budget permits. But number one on this list is the Bottega Veneta Jodie bag in the small size. I've been talking about this bag for the past like 3 to 4 videos. I don't know how many, but I am just really obsessed with that bag. I really need that bag in the caramel color, but the pricing, I really have to compute with regard to like VAT refund because it's still a very expensive bag. The small Jodie, even in euros, even priced at euros, it's still expensive. Like, yes, it's very expensive here in my country because the markup is really high, but even in Europe, at regular euro cost, it's still expensive. So we'll have to see if the tax refund is good enough or appealing enough when I get to that specific store, whichever store I end up in. If it's a good percentage, then maybe I might get it. But I don't know. It's a hard decision. We'll have to see, and also based on like the euro, because yeah, the small Jodie, I love that bag, but it's expensive. It's so expensive. So yeah, we'll see about that. The other option for the Bottega bag is the shoulder pouch. It's basically the pouch bag. You guys remember the pouch bag that was trending, the one that just hold like that? But this one, it's basically the pouch with a shoulder strap, with a shoulder handle on it. So that one, I know, is in the outlets a lot. That bag I've seen in a lot of like vlogs or a lot of resellers in the outlets. Those bags you can find in the European outlets, and I think they're heavily discounted in the outlets. So I think I have a better chance of getting a good price of the Bottega pouch shoulder bag from there, because I think I'll be able to get big savings from that compared to the Jodie. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we're even able to visit outlets. Next is a Celine Romy, and I feel like there's a trend in the bags that I'm looking at. The Celine Romy, it's another really nice bag that I'm interested in. However, for the size of it, or like the actual structure of it, I feel like it's a lot of money for that very simple design. So I'm not sure, like, longevity wise how far it's gonna get me, but it's definitely something that I want to look at when we get there. And then there's Loewe, of course, the puzzle bag or the puzzle tote. Now Loewe is definitely cheaper in Europe, and I think I'd be able to find some really good deals with the puzzle bag. However, I don't know, like right now I'm not as into the puzzle bag anymore. I think it's because it's grown so much popularity as the understated minimalist bag that everyone already knows about the silhouette of it, as much as everyone is calling it understated or like quiet luxury. I don't really like how it's so associated with the quiet luxury. So I'm not sure when I see it again in Europe if I'm still going to gravitate to it as much as I did before. But however, the one thing that I would consider as well is the puzzle tote bag. I actually looked at this here in Manila in the store, so it just came out right, and I really loved the look of the tote bag because I loved how it slouches. Because it's in the puzzle design, you can put that tote bag on any surface, and if there's not much stuff inside, like if it's not full, it'll slouch in a way depending on what kind of stuff you have in there. So I like that idea of it. Also the fact that you can fold it flat. But what I really like about it is that it stands, but when you put it on any surface, it slouches in like a very elegant, sophisticated way. Whereas when you have like either a never full tote or say like a GIORGIO tote, because of the material, it's just like plain canvas. When it slouches, it just looks like a sloppy blob. But with the Loewe puzzle tote, when it slouches, it's just so, like, it looks very calculated. The slouch looks very calculated. And of course, it's in leather, so that's why I love the look of it so much when it slouches. So for this one, I would definitely consider it. Here in Manila, the price is actually already very good. So I'm pretty sure by the time we get to Europe, it's even better. And also with a refund. So if I want like a cheaper, not necessarily cheaper, but if I want like a more affordable side of the bags, the Loewe puzzle tote bag is definitely way cheaper to get there. Next is the Fendi Peekaboo or the Fendi Baguette in the caramel color. Again, this is a color that I've been dying for. I mean, even the Jodie I wanted in the caramel. But then again, Fendi is also expensive. So this will also depend on the tax refund that I'll be able to get. And does Fendi in Europe do sales? But please have a sale so I can get my hands on the caramel baguette or the peekaboo. Those are also very classic bags. Okay, now the next one, this one's kind of a reach, but you never know. This is like my reach wish list. The Lady Dior Mini in Caviar, because apparently they have Caviar as well. I don't think I've seen it in stores, but I've seen it online. I've seen the small and a Caviar version, but I really want the mini size. I've wanted the mini since like probably 2017, 2018. The mini size has been my wish list since 2018. However, they're like what, 5 grand? I'm not sure if 5 or 6 grand now. So I'm not sure if that's still attainable for me. Yeah, this one's really a reach. Like, I feel like I'd be able to reach the Jodie more than this one because it's way expensive for the mini. However, if I'm feeling spendy, maybe I get to Europe and I'm just in the moment. Like, I'm just savoring everything and like savoring the experience and everything like that. And I'm just like, I want to remember this moment and I want something that would remind me of it, like a milestone purchase. It might be the Lady Dior Mini. I feel like those kinds of big purchases, they're the ones that are really ingrained in your head and like you remember forever. Because there's always that type of like nervousness when purchasing like huge items like this. Like items that are beyond your reach, but you're just like, fine, like for the memories, let's just do this. Or like, I'm gonna be here only once, and how long? So might as well just get this done now rather than have everything else increase later on. That's my reach wish list. That's way beyond my budget set for this wish list. But if I'm feeling spendy, or if I'm just in the moment that day when I walk into a Dior store randomly, then maybe I might get one. Maybe my practical side will still dominate over my feeling spendy. So we'll see. I mean, I am a Capricorn after all, so I might just do the right thing and not spend. But you never know. Like, there might be moments. Like, if you're watching this, I'm sure you also have those moments where you're just like, F this, I'm gonna go all in. And then you just pray after. But yeah, I don't know. That's very on me to do, but we'll see, we'll see. And then for the last two, basically anything from the row, because we don't have the row here in my country, and I don't really have access to the row, like even from resellers or personal shoppers. No one's really selling the row, so I'm not able to see much of it. I'm not able to touch it, feel it, because there's no stores here, and I don't really see much reviews on their bags. So that's something I really want to check out if I'm able to see it in person, if I'm able to see a boutique in Europe. I really want to have a feel of their bags, and if something speaks to me, then I might possibly get something from there. The row is on the more affordable side of luxury, so I feel like I have more of a chance of getting something from there. And then finally, for the last bag, the Gucci 1955 Horsebit Crossbody. This one I wanted in either the plain brown version or the one with the monogram canvas. Both are actually okay with me, but I really love the brown color of it. We're in a caramel brown era, and this is one of the bags that I think would look great in my wardrobe. This bag is very classic. It's convertible from shoulder to crossbody, and I love crossbody bags. So I feel like this would fit very well in my wardrobe, and it's a very classic silhouette. That's why I like it so much. For this one, it's also in the like average pricing. It's not like way out of reach, so it's also possibly in that budget that I might consider. So there you have it. Those were all the luxury items that I'm looking at getting while in Europe. This will probably be my last video for the entire month because again, we're doing the Euro trip, so I'm gonna be MIA. Hopefully my next video would be like an unboxing of sorts, luxury haul with at least some of the items that I mentioned in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that like button down below to help the YouTube algorithm. I'm trying to reach 3,000 subscribers this year, so if these are types of videos that you like watching, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button down below. And if you want to connect with me in my socials, it's at TrishDLF. I'm off to enjoy my trip, and I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye!